I am on a journey to finish the Bible as a whole. But you can't finish the Bible and reveal what God is trying to say if you don't start from the beginning. This is the book of Genesis. It's been such a long time, but we're finally back with the canon series. We're going to be checking out Genesis 4, the new chapter just released, so you know we got to check it out, review it, and see what's going on right now. All right, so getting into Genesis 4 verse 1, we are introduced to the first person to be born of a birth by two people, being Cain. Our first new character introduced after Adam, Eve, and God in the spirit, and the snake as well. And then the next person that we go ahead and get introduced to in verse number 2 would be the birth of Abel. So we got two new characters, Cain and Abel. With the two characters being introduced as well, we get introduced to two new occupations. Cain being the one tilling the ground, and Abel being the keeper of the sheep. Where the story begins is a moment when both of them are sacrificing to God. Abel is the one that is giving his first sheep, according to this. On the other hand, we have Cain giving some of his first fruits and his best fruits to God. Though we kind of already get a foreshadowing and a good idea based off of chapter 3, verse 21, when God gives Adam and Eve coats made out of skins or animal skins on what type of sacrifice God is looking for. So at the end of the day, which sacrifice did God choose? Verse 5 gives us the answer that God did not respect Cain's offering. So we can see here, there's a predicament. And it said that Cain was wroth, his countenance fallen. He was heated. Now, for those of you who don't know what the word wroth means, here's a quick definition summary. In Hebrew, the word wroth means quatsif. I don't know if I said that right. Or in other words, to be angry. Now, if you really take the time to analyze, you begin to realize that Cain's the oldest, and God is saying, yeah, your younger brother gave me the proper sacrifice, but you didn't. I ain't gonna lie, bro was freaking out. He's like, what? Come on. At this point, we get to see a little bit of Cain's character, and that he might be a D1 crash out. But what did Cain do with all that anger? But God, the character, knew that Cain needed some guidance. So he just gave Cain a simple little critique. He's like, bro, you could do better. If you did better, you'd be in the same position as your brother. It's not a big deal. Just go ahead and get that rectified. And we're straight. We're good. But Cain said, nah, forget all that. Let me have a quick chat with you, little bro. Now, I can't necessarily relate to y'all, but for younger siblings, if your older sibling says, we need to have a chat, usually it's not the best thing in the world. The question we begin to ask ourselves is, what in the world happened to Abel? Alright, let me see if I remember correctly. Oh, snap! Oh! Wow. Wow. No remorse. No nothing. Straight murked them. Bro, we were just in the garden, enjoying paradise. What happened? I couldn't tell you, my brother. Stuff just got serious out of nowhere. Bruh. That's so... Oh my goodness. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Hey, yo, what y'all talking about? Whoa. Hey. You ain't even caught up yet. I'm saying. Yeah, I'm sorry, my guy. You ain't on the same level, man. You gotta go back to the last chapters. Don't. You better go. Not yet. You're gonna spoil yourself. Exactly. And after Cain finishes murking his brother, God comes and confronts Cain in verse 9, and he's like, where is your brother? And Cain, being smart, is like, I know not. I'm not my brother's keeper. Let's be honest for a second. As soon as those words left Cain's mouth, y'all already know, you're cooked! You're cooked, you're done! It's over. And so in verse 10, God goes on to say, the voice of thy brother's blood crieth from the ground. In quotes, from the ground. And in verses 11 through 12 in chapter 4, it's grit. It's looking grim for my brother Cain. God decides to start cursing him, and his one talent that he has to grow food and to be in a garden, that's gone. He's cursed. They call him a vagabond, or in Hebrew, a restless wanderer. Can you imagine being called a restless wanderer? A vagabond? See, being a murderer does not help. Being the first murderer in history makes it worse for you, my brother. And so we see here that Cain complains and says the punishment he can't handle in Genesis 4 verse 13. And in 14 through 15, God tells him that he's going to curse Cain, put a curse mark on him, and that whoever kills him would be punished sevenfold. And Genesis 4:16, Cain left the presence of God, and we get introduced to a new location, a new background, a new setting is unlocked. And it's called the land of Nod, and they say that it's east from Eden, so Eden still existed, apparently. Now, so on and so forth, somehow Cain is able to get a wife, and we get multiple family trees from verses 17 to end off at 26. But before that, there was only Adam, Eve, Cain, and Abel that were mentioned in terms of humans that inhabited planet Earth. Meaning, where did Cain's wife come from? I guess Earth had to be populated somehow. Verses 17 through 26 really dive into the family tree, so I'm just going to put a diagram. The biggest name we want to go ahead and pay attention to is Seth. With Cain being cursed and Abel being cooked, we need another person to rise up. And so we have Seth. And this was Adam and Eve's child, in which they say in verse 26, and to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. Then began man to call upon the name of the Lord. Or man, not man, man. So we can see that Seth sort of took Abel's route to go ahead and pick up the mantle. We have two things now. Cain, away apart from God, and Seth picking up his brother's mantle, being able to stay connected. But that's where chapter 4. Guys, we made it to the end of another canon episode. Goodness gracious. It only took a year, but we're here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Post comments. Those really help. Encourage, reshare, share with your friends the things that matter. It really helps what I'm doing here. It really helps to bring this message to other people. And I really do appreciate you guys. These are the questions that will need to be answered. Post it in the comments down below, and I will try and push it on my Insta. And I really do need to use my community page, so we're going to go ahead and try and put it there as well. Don't forget to stay wise, and remember, we're not living a fantasy. We're living a canon. Until next time.